Tim Albright with AVNation Enterprise Connect 2025 with a gentleman who will not return my phone calls, Frank Padikkala.
That is absolutely not true. That is categorically untrue. I always return his calls.
Just not my emails. Frank is now with Zoom.
Not winning this.
So first of all, why is Zoom at Enterprise Connect?
So obviously Zoom, the entire space is, we are a leader in the space. My particular area is, and for those who don't know me, Frank Padikkala, Senior Technical Sales Architect. I focus on the Zoom Spaces area.
What is Zoom Spaces?
Zoom Spaces is actually a what we call a combination of our very popular Zoom rooms, which everybody knows. But in addition to that, we support digital signage, workplace reservation, visitor management, and this particular demo that I have here is essentially like an extension of your Zoom room functionality. We call it custom AV.
Okay, so explain the custom AV part, because you've got PTZ cameras.
That's right.
You've got SDI cameras. You've got NDI cameras.
That's right.
You have a production. You've got a production switcher here.
Absolutely.
Explain what I'm looking at.
That's the whole point of it. So essentially, we are enhancing on the feature set of your standard Zoom room by bringing it the ability to interface and integrate with standard AV over IP protocols and technologies.
Okay.
There are three things that we support. NDI, which everybody knows, audio over IP, AV over IP protocol, Dante for the audio, and we do SDI integration on the hardware side as well. Okay. So this is both on the input and the output. What we have here is a Zoom room that's joined into a meeting. We have one particular view of a camera source, that is the local source, but we have multiple SDI cameras. Using your standard Zoom room controller, you're able to switch between them. You can also go in there and select NDI sources that are obviously anywhere on the network. The cool part about this on the output side is that your Zoom room turns into the consolidation point for all the media. What does that mean? You're able to output from your Zoom room any video stream of your source from the meeting. So right now what I'm doing here, if you look at the camera one over there, camera one is actually the gallery view output of your Zoom room. Okay. Camera two is actually a remote participant that's going into there. So essentially you can have participants that are remote coming into a Zoom meeting, and you can use your Zoom room to now output them over SDI to integrate with your production technology. Give
me a couple of use cases for this, because I'm not going to put this in my office, right? This is not for your, No. So what is the best use case for this?
Anywhere where you're trying to utilize the powerful AV over IP, AV gear that's already existing there. So if you have somebody who has a $20,000 broadcast camera that brings an SDI, and they're like, I want to bring this into the next Zoom room, Zoom meeting that I'm doing, you can natively integrate them with that. Now, specific use cases that we're seeing a lot of, training rooms are a very common use case. Your auditoriums that are geared for as lecture halls or performance venues, if you want to add Zoom room functionality in there without disrupting the AV flow that you have in the space, we can seamlessly integrate there.
Frank, somebody wants to find out more about this or anything else with Zoom, how do they do that?
Zoom.com, and follow us on the socials. I'm Frank Padikkala. I'm also there on the socials.
He's very much there on the socials.
I'm trying.
My buddy Frank. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv. You can find more videos from the show floor of Enterprise Connect 2025. All that and more at avnation.tv, avnation.tv.